Cyclone members, it is me, Raymond here, back with another video. In today's video, I'm here to expose the dark truth about a YouTube channel going by the name of Force Swords. Now, you guys might be familiar with this channel because I mentioned them in a ranking video, pretty much saying how I pretty much like their content and how I pretty much ranked them and how I basically gave some criticism and pretty much, go ahead and praise them for their work and all that stuff like that. And you guys are probably asking me, like, why am I going ahead and, like, exposing, like, Force Source and all that stuff? And, man, I'm about to be real honest, man. I've been knowing about the dark, like, secrets about Force Swords for, like, a long time, man. And I'm just surprised nobody has ever called them out or made an exposing video on them. That's why I'm going to be the first person calling out Force Swords for their behavior. And also, I'll be providing some reasons why I let Force Swords.
Just shot at a black man and took his shoes.
Alright, to get on to the freaky stuff that happens in Force Swords is that really pretty much there are two people that were act freaky. And both of those people are Tai and Raiju. And I'm going to be going over what I found extremely weird from both of them. So now I'm going to go on Titanium's case. Now, on Titanium's case, a couple of months ago, there was like allegations of of him saying he was going to add a weird scene between the Ninja Turtles and April, and it turned out to be true with Mystical saying this is the Ninja Turtle situation all over again. And then Tai replied with this saying, "What is with you and the Ninja Turtles?" And then Zal replied with this saying, "My best guess is probably because April is underage." And he also replies to Zal's freaking message saying, "I mean, they're all teenagers." Yo, somebody check Titanium's hard drive after this, bro. I don't think bro was allowed to be saying this stuff, bro. Like, brother, what? Brother just proved the allegations were true in just a short message. Like, bro, I don't know why the heck you would have that in your head planned out. Like, brother, the turtles are minors, bro. I mean, it is said in the title that they're minors. It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for a reason. That is just extremely weird to me why you would have that scene planned out like that. Is just so weird to me, especially if it was like freaking with April and all this stuff. And we already know April sometimes is like an adult or a minor, depending on the continuity and all that stuff. Like, dude, that is just extremely weird. Why the heck you would have that plan, bro? And now on to Raiju, and boy, do I gotta say, this man gotta be the #1 gooner on site, bro. And he be saying stuff like this. Yeah, it's already bad as it is. And keep in mind, guys, this is a grown man saying this in a server full of minors. Yeah, and it's already bad enough with Raiju saying the weirdest things to Apollo ever. And I'm pretty sure Apollo was a minor at the time. And I'm pretty sure Raiju's like a 40-year-old or at least a 30-year-old man saying this stuff, bro. I ain't saying he's a pedo or anything, but what he's doing is pretty weird. Especially if your server is literally just full of minors and he is just saying this stuff casually, just freely, with no punishment at all. Like, that is just extremely weird why a grown man will be saying that in a server full of minors. Like, buddy, can you not just control yourself for once?
Customize my AR like in Black Ops 2. Just scam the.
So a couple of years ago, a YouTuber by the name of Artemis Entertainment had been caught being a pedo. Let's just say he was saying a lot of weird things to minors, and yeah, he got pretty much caught. And I'm not gonna go ahead and go over what you call it he said, because most of the stuff he's been like saying in the messages are like extremely gross, and like I don't really want this YouTube video to be taken down, but we'll go ahead and skim throughout this entire story of the Artemis Entertainment lore. So basically, in a server, basically Apollo and Artemis were like, beefing. Like, they were like talking about something, about Artemis being a pedo and all that stuff. And then Titanium comes in saying we should all do better to watch what we say in front of younger people. But it really isn't the biggest crime, especially in the context of the conversation. And then D Duck goes ahead and replied to saying this, saying, "Yeah, but this is bad." Saying stuff like that to a minor is something that you should not do. And then Titanium set an example saying jaywalking. Yeah, this is not looking too great for Titanium over here, bro. Like, I don't know what made you say jaywalking is way worse than being a pedo. Like, brother, I'm pretty sure being a pedo is way worse than freaking jaywalking, bro. Like, I ain't saying for no one to be a pedo or, do any of those things, but like, you gotta know that, like, being a pedo, it's not so good at all. And the rest of the document pretty much goes ahead and covers like Titanium, like, straightly just defending Artemis's actions and all that stuff and just completely downplaying the situation, which is just extremely gross to hear because, like, dude, Artemis has been caught like doing not once but twice from my knowledge. And I used to actually be in this guy's short films before, and I didn't even know he was doing this stuff, bro. Like, I could have been close to being his next victim, bro. Like, man, I get like what Titanium and Artemis are like close friends or whatever, but like, man, if my close friend was caught, being a pedo and that they were in my server and all that stuff like that, like, I'm sorry, but I'm going to go ahead and not go ahead and talk to that person. Like, that is just extremely weird that you went ahead and go ahead and talk to minors and just be weird. Like, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm just blocking you and I'm just not talking to you and just banning you from my entire server because that is just extremely weird to do. And I don't know why people would go ahead and defend that. Like, that is just extremely gross and just downplay it.
Just shot at a black man, it was Chad Ochocinco.
In conclusion, those are like primary the reasons why I left Force Swords in general, because I just could not deal with how this community has became, and literally half the mod team just sucks at their job. I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm just here to say right now, if you are planning to go ahead and join Force Swords, or if you're like a new person who wants to join the Force Swords Discord server, all I really have to say to that is that, hey, I guess you can go ahead and join the server, but I'd rather you be careful around people like Raiju, because man, I mean, we already know what's be happening at Bro's base, and besides, that guy's like a certified freak and all that stuff. So yeah, I just want to give you guys a clear warning when you guys are going to join Force Swords and all that stuff. And another thing before I want to end this video off, I just want to clarify that I'm not a hater of Force Swords, and that I really do enjoy their content, but it just pains for me to like go ahead and call them out on their like corruption, because literally Force Swords has been hiding this stuff away from their like fans so that they won't know about, and it just makes me sick to my stomach knowing that. But yeah, that's all I really have to say for the day's video. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, I guess subscribe if you really want to, no pressure. But with that being said, peace, bye.